What's up, y'all? Trey's Travels Vlogs. Alright, so I got a very interesting topic to talk about. It's going to be quite controversial. It's dating in Atlanta versus dating in Asia. Alright, now this is something I've been really thinking about doing for a really long time. I've been really thinking about it. I was going to actually blog it originally, but I decided, you know what, fuck that shit. I'm gonna blog that shit. Grow the YouTube channel. You know, I got a couple homeboys, even some girls that have been like, yo, you should do it. You should make this video. And I've been just contemplating it because the backlash that I may or may not receive, but I don't give a fuck because can't no one do shit to me. So, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about what's dating like between that in Atlanta versus in Asia. And yeah, see, most of the time you hear about, when you hear about, you know, dating in Atlanta, you hear the girls say, all the guys in Atlanta are trash. They're all either gay or they're dead in jail or they're just, you know, got a bunch of hoes. Blah, blah, blah. You always hear how men are trash. Even in, I live in Shenzhen. Even in Shenzhen, I hear from the girls, all the men here are trash and blah, 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 blah. Well, it's about time we talk about the women, because they're not so perfect either. So, but yeah, I'm gonna talk about what's dating like between Atlanta and Asia. And I want to clarify this, because all you motherfuckers, I want to clarify specifically. When I refer to dating in Atlanta, I'm not referring to specifically black girls, specifically white girls, Asian girls, Latina girls, etc. I'm referring to all of the girls there. All right. And by the way, when I talk about this, I'm not meaning like all girls, like every girl. I'm speaking from a general aspect. That's what I want to clarify. I'm speaking from a general aspect. All right. This is not race specific. This is just who's there. All right. When I say Atlanta girls, don't think I'm saying, oh, would you hate black girls or something? No, that's not what the fuck I'm talking about. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking about different races of girls. All right. And when I refer to girls in Asia, specifically China, because that's where I live, I'm not referring to just Chinese girls only. I'm referring to Chinese girls and the expats. The expats, for you motherfuckers that don't know what it is, a foreigner living or working in another country. So the expat girls, the foreign girls, the ones from Europe, like the UK or Ireland or France or Germany or Russia or Ukraine or Poland or whatever, or the girls from Africa, like South Africa or Nigeria or Ghana, and girls in Asia, like that's not in China, such as Philippines, Japan, South Korea. That's what I'm referring to. Even the American girls that live in Asia, or the Canadian girls, the girls in Atlanta of any race, and the girls in Asia of any race. And this is not an all-girl statement. This is a general aspect from my point of view. All right, this is from my own perspective. These are my experiences. All right, my experiences. Don't get mad at what I've experienced. All right, because I know some of y'all gonna get offended. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell the truth. This is how it is. Don't like it, eat a fat cock. Anyway, let me explain what's dating like in Atlanta versus Asia. So I want to just state for the record again, dating in Atlanta is complete garbage. It is literally just garbage. It's pure trash. I literally recommend. And you know, for men and women, it's trash. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's trash for both genders. Y'all should probably get the fuck out of Atlanta if you want to find love or just, you know, something meaningful. Anyway, one of the first things I want to talk about, flaking. All right, Atlanta is a flaky ass place. In Atlanta, you meet a girl and you agree to meet up for a date. You say, hey, let's meet at this bar at 8 p.m. She confirms. 8 p.m. gets here. You're at the bar. She doesn't show up. It happens so many times. That's literally what they do in Atlanta. That's all they do in Atlanta. They flake. You say, hey, let's meet here at 8. She says yes. You get there, she no shows. No shows, no calls. I'm being literal. Like, I can't tell you how many times girls will flake on me in Atlanta. They agree to meet. We get there. They completely no show me. Like, I've gone all the way to the venue. for them to no show me. They don't answer the calls back. They just completely just go ghost. It happens so many times. And that's literally what they do. You know, another thing, like you can agree to meet during the week, and then on the day of you're supposed to meet, you text to confirm. She completely just, you know, doesn't respond. That happens so many times. It's like, are you kidding me? That's all they do there. That's like a sport. If Atlanta had a flaking team, Atlanta would like be the world champs every year, because that's what they do. Now in Asia, this doesn't happen to me. You know, if I tell a girl in Asia, hey, let's meet here at 8, you know what happens? She shows up, and we have a good time. Now it's up to me if I can attract her, if I can keep her interested. That's on me. But the point I'm trying to make is, if I tell her, hey, we meet here at 8, she agrees to meet, 8 p.m. goes, she's there. You know, and at the minimum, I've had some girls that have had to like call off, you know, because it happens. At the minimum, she at least will message me ahead of time and say, hey, something came up, blah, 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 but maybe another day. Atlanta, they don't even do that. They won't even hit you up and say, hey, this came up. They just don't they just don't show up. And they all do that. It ain't like a one-time thing. It's a consistent thing that I would deal with. Last year when I was home, during the pandemic, which was a nightmare, and during college, it always happened. So it always happened. Now I'm not gonna say girls in Asia or in China are like perfect, because you know they've done some fuckery too. But just on average, if I say, hey, let's meet here, they'll show up. You know, and that's a big thing to me. If you're not interested in meeting someone, don't agree, don't confirm. You know what I'm saying? Don't wasting people's time. That's not cool. I don't know why they think that it's okay in Atlanta. It's not okay. It's disrespectful. It's inappropriate. All right, and you deserve to catch on fire if you do that to people. Don't flake on people. Do not do that. If you're not interested in that person, just don't fucking confirm. All right. If you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, maybe just say some bullshit like I'll see. We all know I'll see means no. All right, but don't confirm and agree to meet somebody. Have them go there for you not to do that. That's what they like to do in Atlanta. That's a sport. So flaking is a big thing they do in Atlanta. Here in Asia, I don't get flaked on. I mean, I've had like maybe 2 or 3, but for the most part, most of the time they show up. Another thing, personality and the entitlement. So a good bit of girls in Atlanta, they feel that they're just so high and mighty and entitled, like they're just superior, better than everybody. Now keep in mind, these girls can't do a push-up, or they can't even run half a lap, but they feel like they're just so entitled and just better than everybody. And like you try to just talk to them, and they're just rude and mean, you know. Look, I'm not saying all Atlanta girls are like that, but a good bit of them, they're not, not the friendliest. Meanwhile, here in Asia, I mean, you can just strike up a conversation, and the girls here, and by the girls in Asia, I'm referring to the Chinese and the expat girls. All right. I mean, I've met girls from America in China that are super nice. I'm talking white girls, black girls. You can strike up a conversation with them here in China. They're super cool. And I think another reason why they may be so much cooler than the ones actually in the States, because we all kind of live the same life, where we're expats in another country. So we all relate to each other in that way. That's one theory I have. But yeah, like here, I mean, you can just kind of just track up a conversation, and the girls are generally cooler. Not all of them. You got some that are just, complete bitches. But I mean, for the most part, a lot of them are just cool and chill. You can easily strike up a conversation with them. They don't have that entitlement where you must, blah, 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 blah. And by entitlement, I mean, look, if you watch the Kevin Samuels show or the Fresh and Fit podcast, you'll see what kind I'm talking about. Those type of women that call the show with this entitlement and shit. Yeah, that's a real thing. Like, I've seen that in Atlanta, the entitlement. It's crazy. Like, it blows my mind. And it's more like, what can you do for them? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do for them? In Atlanta, it's what can you do for them? Not like, okay, how do I make my man happy? Here in Asia, the girls here, they want to make you happy. Like, girls here, girls in Asia, they'll pay for your dates. I mean, I can't really recall any girl in Atlanta paying for my date. I can't recall them paying. You got to pay for me. But in Asia, I mean, girls there, they'll pay for your date. You know, they'll want to make you happy. You know, they literally want to make you happy. Back in Atlanta, they're not trying to make you happy. It's about, you got to make me happy. I got the vagina. You got to make me happy. And that's just, I don't have time for that shit. Attractiveness. I personally think the women in Asia are more attractive. I mean, sorry, that's what I do. You know, I mean, the Asian women I meet from different Asian countries that live in China or whatever, or the women I meet from Africa, or the women I meet from Europe, I think they're more attractive than women I see in Atlanta. I mean, that's my taste, that's my preference, that's how I feel. You know, some guys, they may go to Asia and they may say, no, I find the women back home more attractive. And like I said, to each his own. Like, there are women in Atlanta that think I'm ugly as shit and lame as fuck. Cool. Well, this is my preference, and they are more down to earth. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Let's talk about like who I am personally. So, I mean, if you don't know Atlanta, I mean, Atlanta's pretty ghetto. Like, straight up, Atlanta's pretty ghetto. Me, I'm just your regular black dude. You know, got a college degree, a workout. You know, I'm not socially awkward. I have friends, you know, male and female. I'm just, you know, a guy most people like to hang out with, to be around. Most people, you know. But back in Atlanta, I've had girls tell me I'm lame. You know, they've said you're lame. I've been told that a lot, that I'm lame. Even like I'm a pro wrestler and I also box as well. I've had girls, they find out that I do that, they tell me it's lame. Especially with wrestling. You know, there have been some girls that have found out I wrestle. Oh, that shit lame. You know, I've had girls roast my shoes in the street one time. To be fair, I had some ugly ass shoes though. I can't front. Like, I think I did deserve to get roasted for that shit. But yeah, like, I mean, just me personally, like I said, I'm not no street thug. You know, I ain't got a bunch of, I ain't no baby moms. Just, you know, I'm just a regular black dude. You know, it's just chilling, living life. But to them, that's just lame. That's lame as shit. Meanwhile, in Asia, you know, people think I'm cool. A lot of girls, they think I'm cool. And when they find out I wrestle, they think that's really cool. And they want to know more about it. You know, they're very supportive. You know, they come to my shows. They think it's cool. They're interested. They tell their friends. Whereas Atlanta, they just think the shit's just lame and dusty or whatever. They just think it's lame. But yeah, I mean, can you blame me for not wanting to be over in Asia? I'm told I'm lame here, but I'm told I'm cool here. Okay, which one I'm gonna go to? And you know, this is what it is. And just here, you know, I feel when I date girls, they like me for me. You know, in Atlanta, they don't really get that. It's more so, what can you do for them? You know, what kind of car do you drive? How much money you make? What kind of house you live in? You know, what kind of clothes you rock? You know, all this materialistic shit. It's not, is it really love? Or is it just like, they don't like you for you? In Asia, I genuinely feel girls like me for me. Because like I said, back home in Atlanta, I mean, I thought I was ugly most of my life. And I struggled dating. Now, I'm not an incel, just to clarify that. I still got laid in college or whatever, but still, when I moved to Asia, I was getting women just off of being myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, you know, this is before I even found Red Pill. I was still getting women. I'm just being myself, you know, just being who I am. And I got women just by being myself, you know? As long as you're not a weird, creepy dude, you know, you're not gonna have much problems. Just don't be weird, don't be creepy, have some social skills, dress decent at least, have a fucking job, you know, and yeah. But in Atlanta, you got to have these extreme standards. Meanwhile, they have nothing to offer but like 3 kids from 3 different dudes and used up vagina. But you have to meet their requirements. So yeah, like in Asia, I feel they love me for just for me, like who I am. Whereas Atlanta, like, if I just dropped dead, they wouldn't give a shit. And some of you motherfuckers gonna say, oh, they just want you for the green card. You have girls that are like that, but it's very small. Most of them, ain't nobody trying to come back to the US, first of all. Like, stuff that's been going on, ain't nobody trying to come back. But most of the girls, they can give two shits about the green card. They got their own shit. They got good jobs and good careers and shit. They do well for themselves. They ain't trying to look for no goddamn green card. So yeah, like I feel, you know, you can get love for you, and that's how I feel. Masculine. I'm sorry. Listen, this whole I'm masculine, independent. I don't need no. Knock that bullshit off, please. Like, I'm strong, independent. Please, listen. My cock, well, men's cocks do not get hard boasting about when you boast how independent you are. All right, seriously. Like, our cocks are not gonna get hard. You boasting about, I'm strong, independent. Shut the fuck up. Like, what? Are you feminine? Are you sweet? Are you nice? Can you cook? Are you submissive? And you get a lot of women like that in Asia that are just feminine. You know, they have feminine energy. Men want feminine girls. The girls in Atlanta, they're masculine. You know, clout chasing, masculine, all about them. Like, seriously, why would a guy want that? Oh, it take a strong man to handle me. Why does he want to handle that? Why? For what? Why? Like, and then there's the shaming language, of course, that happens. Listen, that being masculine it's a turn off. It makes our penises go flaccid. But they just don't comprehend that. If you're masculine, our penis is gonna go flaccid. I'm sorry. You gotta stop it. So yeah, I think the women here are more feminine. So yeah, like I said, these are just my experiences, and I already know somebody gonna say, "You just mad because you can't get any girls." And by the way, a friend of mine, his girl was talking that shit, saying that's why no girls in Atlanta want his ass. I can give two fucks, to be quite honest. I'm happy over here in Asia. I'm very happy. So I was miserable back in the A. I'm very happy with my dating life here. And it's easy to say that it's me, you know, because like I said, I always took responsibility. But here's the thing: if I move over to the other side of the world, whereas I live in China, I've dated girls in Shenzhen, Dongguan, Guangzhou, Hong Kong, even met some in Harbin. I lived in South Korea for a bit, dated there, even dated girls in the Philippines. So I'm dating these girls there. Even I was in Seattle last year and was dating. So if I'm at these different places and dating is cool, but then I'm in Atlanta and dating is horrible, is it really me? Is it me? Because I can see if I was to come to China and I was dealing with the same shit that I was in Atlanta. Then I go to Korea, I'm dealing with the same shit. Then that's like, okay, it is me. But if I'm going here and it's different, here, different, it ain't necessarily me. Keep that in mind. And I want to point out, a friend of mine, he's from Atlanta. He moved to China months after I moved, and he's happily married. Like, happily married, you know, like very happily married. Because he was dealing, you know, with an ex that was doing him really dirty. I mean, I'm talking about cheating and everything. This is back in Atlanta. He's here, happily married. So, I mean, for my men out there, I think if you want like a good woman, I mean, you should probably come to Asia. I'm just keeping it real. Like, if you in Atlanta, you really should come to Asia. So, and I'm not going to say that, oh, it's all good here, dating here, because I'm gonna make a video about the negatives of dating here. All right, it ain't all good here. Like I said, I keep it real. It ain't all good here. I'm gonna make a video. It's gonna be the negatives of dating in Asia. All right, because it's some negative shit here, and I'm gonna talk about that. But for now, we're talking about Atlanta versus Asia. And personally, I think it's way better dating in Asia. I think dating in Atlanta is just it's terrible. I think it's just a terrible place to date. If you're looking for love, I think it's a terrible place. It's just terrible. So this is my opinion. Well, this is my opinion. This is my point of view. These are my own experiences. This is what I've experienced. I've experienced all of this. It comes from my experience. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I'm just keeping it real. This is how I felt for the longest. I'll like rant about it from time to time, but this is my first time really talking about it on camera. It's gonna probably, and I'm sure some of my female friends back in Atlanta, they may be surprised to hear that this is how I felt. But it's like, this is not about them personally, obviously they're my friends, but just with the dating scene in general. But it's just literally just how it is, how it has been for me. But, you know, men can't talk about shit. We gotta be robots and shit. I mean, overall, I say I'm treated better. I'm treated much better than I would be back in Atlanta. I think the women here, they treat me better. You know, me personally, I am treated better. Now back in Atlanta, besides the whole dating issue, I have a social life back in the A. I'm pretty popular. People know me. People hang out with me. Just like here in China, I hang out with people. People know me. People want to kick it with me. So like my social life ain't lacking. But when we want to talk about the dating aspect, as I said, it's a completely different thing. And like I said, for the millionth time, because I know some motherfuckers want to say something, this is all coming from my own experiences. Unfortunately, this is the experiences that I've had. This is my experience. All right, between here. This is my experience. All right, it's my experience. Yeah. So this is, you know, I got the video out. Y'all been wanting to know what's it like dating. Here it is. Come to Asia, you know, if you're trying to find something good. All right. Before I go, I want you guys to follow me on Instagram at T_William3222 and purchase my book on Amazon, Surviving China as an Expat. I wrote a book about China, tips on how to survive there. So if you guys ever want to move here, or you just want to know what it's like through my own eyes, you know, hey, take a look at it for yourself. All right, I'm out.